They are now fixed. So I'm now hoping that this shit works. Alright, we should be good now. We should be on. Just gonna add all, join all the waiting lists. That's it over here. Gonna do all the right things so that we can get a good quality stream on stream. And we've got our first hand of the sesh. I don't know why the music has just decided that it doesn't want to play anymore. First hand of the sesh, we're going to defend the ace-7 offsuit. And flop a whole lot of nada. A whole lot of niente. I've got table 2 up as well. I hope that's working. If we do ace-7, ace-5, there we go. All right, ace-7, do we want to start bluffing? I don't think so. I think we want to check. And facing the delay c-bet, we're going to just have to let this one go, you know. Yeah, just checking everything's working. I'm streaming from Thailand right now, which is very cool. Table 1. Let's re-raise this one. Take it down, take our first pot of the session down. I forgot to log my balance, that's not good. Sticking with table 1. As we raise the king 10 off. Where's my music gone? Music's just like, oh, sorry. Gotta keep turning myself off. Alright, we get squeezed with the king 10. Obviously just letting it go. Oh, this is really... Why does that keep happening? That's not supposed to happen. I don't know what's happening. Alright. Sorry, but this guys, the laptop and the internet are struggling to handle this live stream. That's better. Yeah, we got 3 tables right now. We're going to stream some 500 NL. We've just added a 4th table. And a 5th. And again, the music has decided that it doesn't want to play. Table 5. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. But there's a mega splash down here and it's not even my table. Mega disappointing. So we 3-bet the pocket 10s to an incorrect size. I tried to make it 11 big blinds. I accidentally made it way too small. I'm going to make up for that fact by betting big. The fact that I've got top set is completely irrelevant. I promise. Shout out to Roar. Gives me a love heart. I appreciate that, but is the internet okay? That's the main thing, friend. As on table 2, we have ace-jack suited. Table 1, we've got a 4 big blind bomb pot. So there's 12 bigs in the middle. We've got queen 5 on the button. And we've flopped a little something on both boards. Queen high flush draw and the 3 cards straight on the other. Why is this not streaming on YouTube? Good enough to call. As there's a bit of chatting going on. Shout out to B2L Sniper and JRR1. Is the internet okay? All right, this is a bit nasty now, given we've got a pair of queens, and yeah, we've got the queen high flush draw. But I think I'm going to just let this one go. Not too much going on the other boards. Let's go down to table 4. We defended the big blind and flopped the nut flush draw. It's going to go check, check. I'm going to check the turn. Am I live on YouTube? I don't think I am. I should be, but I'm not. Oh, I am live. Let's go. Guys, I'm having some phenomenal technical issues right now. Please do bear with me. As table 4, we're going to check raise the king jack offsuit with the king of clubs. Delay c-bet comes in. We're going to check raise it, and we're going to take it down, which is good. Table 3, we've defended the big blind. Don't know if you guys have ever tried to stream with technical issues. It's fucking misery. Table 3, we've defended the big blind. Let's check call flop. Do we get to do some leading on the second and third pairs when they pair, or second and third cards when they pair, but king 3 I'm actually going to check. God, this is so annoying. I can see that I'm live, but it won't show up. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Face a big bet here. I'm going to fold. Nice hand, mate. This guy ace 9 of diamonds. Very nice barrel from my opponent there. Table 4, pocket deuces on the button. I finally got my YouTube live stream up. Took a fucking mission. Right. Let's go to table 1. We've picked up the aces early in the stream. That's the sign of a good night to come. And we get no action, but we've picked up the queens, so let's put them to work. Do you like Thailand? What part? I'm in Bangkok. I just got here yesterday. Ooh, banged it off. There's a mega splash down here, and it's not even my table. Yeah, I'm in Bangkok. I loved it, but I've really limited what I can see so far. The reason being is that I've got I'm trying to not have very bad jet lag. Oh God, this is so annoying. Guys, I'm sorry about this. This laptop is just struggling tonight. All right, this is a really fun one on table 4. I'm going to bet small to induce on the river. My opponent should have a reasonable amount of king x. A reasonable amount of 10x. Actually, I'm just going to bet 75. On table 4, trying to induce the check jam from a bluff or a 10. I've got way too many tables. I'm trying to get rid of some of them. My opponent is going to just call over here on table 2. This is a limped pot where the flop has gone check, check. I've turned 2 pair. My opponent's short. I'm all in. Are you trapping me, buddy? Let's just go forward. Yeah, nice pot coming our way with the deuces there. Table 6, we're about to get rid of this table. Let's 4-bet it before we do. And we get jammed on. We have to just fold. My opponent shows ace king. Nice hand to you, sir. Right, up here on table 5, we have turn trips in a single raise pots. All right, it's all happening. Let's go up to table 1 where we've got top pair and a straight. I've decided to just jam my trips here. I think that's very reasonable on that river. Just take it down. Table 1. This is a bomb pot. We've turned to straight. I'm all in. If we get called by a hand like Queen 10 or Queen 8 or something like that, then we're just so far fucking ahead. It's tense. It is tense. He's just going to fold. A bit unfortunate. Table 5, we've called a 3-bet. This is our last hand at this table. Gonna call a C-bet. I can't read the chat. I don't have a second to do so. As this player is limp jammed for 15 bigs, I've called with the 8s versus his isolates. And obviously calling it off here. We're just gonna run it once, I assume, for a small pot. I'm going to hold. Are we? Yes, we are. Table 5 in the 3-bet pots. My opponent has 3-bet and then C-bet. Turn has gone check, check. River's going to go check, check. And I'm going to lose the ace-deuce offsuit. Unfortunate one. Right, now that we've sat out there, we've got 5 tables. We've got no short-handed. We've got no tables buzzing on the other table, on the other screen. I can finally read the YouTube chat. Shout out to Edith Flapjack, who says, first, love your videos, by the way. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Going to put one out tomorrow. Last one bombed, so hopefully this one does better. How many tables can you play? Well, when I'm streaming, I can play like 8. But I prefer to just play 6. When I'm not streaming, I can play like 10 or 11. It's okay. You are. All right. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Gary. I'm sorry for the frantic start, but we're where we need to be now. We've got 6 tables. We're just hanging out. Let's check the Twitch chat now. It's kind of annoying that if you click on join tables that you often get seated on heads up tables. Yeah, I understand that. It's not what you want. Not what you want at all. God, have I only been streaming for 10 minutes? That felt like half an hour. Right, table 1 we've raised pre. Gonna check this one back sometimes. Let's do it this time. A lot of my games are going short-handed as this player bets out on the turn. Really don't love it. I mean, theoretically, the solver is very happy calling here, but I am a bit like, ugh. And we can beat value on the river, I think. That's a weirdly played hand from my opponent, but we'll take it. Let's go to table 5. We're going to call this small 3-bet. And that is a pretty good flop here with ace deuce of diamonds. Top pair nut flush draw. Pretty good flop. My opponent's going to bet small. I am going to call. And my hand goes from like, wow, what a flop, to like, ugh. My opponent's going to check it on over to me. I don't think we want to put any money in here. I think we want to check back. We don't bang off the nuts, but we still have top pair. Is top pair enough to win the pot, though? That is the question. Let's find out together. I think it would be too thin to bet. It is good enough. As we got a loose goose, ladies and gentlemen. We got a loose goose. Table 4, this table is going to die. Table 1, we're 3-betting the king jack suited. We take it down. Yeah, table 4, this is a heads up hand, not folding king 3. But now we are. Because to be honest, I'm only showing this table to see if he grims me so I can report him if he does. But do you know what? Fair play. He hasn't grimmed me. Some people do, and I report them. One of the perks of being a coin pro is that I get to report people for petty shit like this. Got an internal channel. I'm going to call the 3-bet with a king 5 of diamonds. Flopped a whole lot of backdoors. Quick check from my opponent. I'm going to bet this. Yeah, let's bet this. Called. Could go either way on the turn. Oh, I couldn't. I'd lean towards just not betting this hand, especially with the diamonds. Maybe he check calls a hand like king jack of diamonds or something. Bit of a weak give up from me, but I am going to just give it up. Although the quick check, maybe we can shove this in. Rep the 8. Maybe this is a total punt, but I would play an 8 like this, and I've got a lot of 8x. Perhaps an unnecessary all in there from me, but it ain't spew if it gets through. And we take it down. Right, let's read the chat, guys. It's been so fucking busy. Shout out to Rainbow 2 Blue says, good luck tonight, GAZZYB. Thank you very much, my friend. We've got 5 tables right now. We're going to try and add one more. One more is the sweet spot. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. For those that don't know, I'm in Thailand right now. I'm in Bangkok. First ever time in Asia. I was walking around yesterday like, I'm in Asia. It's so cool. Do you know what's really annoying? So I slept on the plane for about 4 hours. 3 or 4 hours. And so I slept until about 3 a.m. local time. Until about 4 a.m. local time for 4 hours. We landed at 7 a.m. I was super tired and exhausted. The Uber here was taking ages because the guy kept taking wrong turns. So I slept in the Uber for about half an hour or so. Got to the hotel at 10 a.m. 4 hours sleep. Airplane sleep as well, not great. Couldn't check in, left the bags, and went out into Bangkok. Had the most amazing day. I went for breakfast. I went to a monastery. I was meditating in a monastery. It was really cool. I went into all these shopping malls, checked out some local neighborhoods, the vibe, all that stuff was amazing. Came back to the hotel around 4 p.m, exhausted, really sleepy, ordered some food. I've eaten no Asian food while I've been here. I've had a British breakfast yesterday and fucking burgers last night for dinner. stayed awake till 9 p.m. like a total grind. Really couldn't do anything on my first night in Bangkok because I was just trying to stay awake. Managed to stay awake until 9 p.m. Fell asleep. Should have just slept all night because I was so tired, but woke up at 3 a.m. wide awake. And I was like, well, do you know what? I'm going to fucking stream then, aren't I? Table 4, we've called a raise. We're going to check call flop. There are some second pairs that I would call versus a second barrel, but this is not one of them. I'd rather call a hand like 10-9 or Jack-9 or Queen-9 or King-9 because my 7 blocks 7-3, 7-6, 8-7. So we'll just let this one go. Yeah, see, we blocked the bluffs. He still had the bluff, but we blocked the bluffs. Pretty cool. Honk Honk Loose Goose shouted to CTHR33 Po. All right, table 5, we've got pocket 10s, the walking sticks. Raise and a re-raise, just fold. I'm gonna add one more table here. Oh, should have played my pocket 10s, man. But all in on that flop. Just trying to add one more table so I've got a perfect 6. Table 2, this player has limped in. I will check. They've bet the flop. I will call. I just realized I need to start my session on odd numbers, not even numbers while I'm here. Fuck. I'm going to just call here with the ace queen. I want to keep the small blind in the pot. Small blind is going to squeeze or 3-bet. Could back jam here, but if we call, we keep all the hands that we dominate in. Yeah, let's just call. Getting a good price, etc. Problem is when we miss, we're standing with not really sure what to do versus that big bet, though. Pretty clear fold, I think. Let's go to table 3. We've raised the pre with the aces. We get the 8-4-3 with 2 diamonds. Let's start with a check. It's going to go check, check, check. I think theoretically my hand will do a lot of checking again on the turn. I like to only play 4 tables so I can think more deeply about the hands while playing. I guess with more experience, you can play more tables at the same time. Yes, but at the same time, you're probably going to think about your spots a lot more. Oh, that's a fun one. Imagine somebody's got the nut flush draw. I'm totally cooked. I would prefer... Well, it's not that I would prefer to just play a few tables at once. I'm trying to think how to word this. I trust my B game, I think is the best way of saying it. You know, obviously, if I play multiple tables, I can't play optimally. If I'm playing 1 or 2 tables too many, but I trust my B game. I'm going to check for a 3rd time here. To the point where if I am playing a little suboptimally, you know, that's kind of okay. That's really annoying that nobody took a stab there, but whatever. Table 1, we've turned the flush. I bet the flop. We've been called multi-way. A check raise would be really nice here to just sort of really push that equity. But it's going to check round a lot, so I'm just going to bet. Kind of pray that somebody's got a lower flush. Like a 3 deuce of diamonds type hand, that would be great. I think jam is the play here. I really do think jam is the play. Yeah, I really do think all in and try and get my opponent off of a chop. It's not like I can value bet both boards, so I'm all in. Faded the absolute snapperoo. We do take it down, that's good. If we just got the guy to fold an ace, that's fucking great. Table 3, my hand is just too pretty to fold. Yes, this is a shorter stack, but my hand is too pretty to fold. Now we get squeezed. Do you know what? I want to see a flop. It's a big squeeze, and this is a little ambitious, but I've got a pretty hand. I want to see a flop. It's gone really fucking well. It's gone really fucking well. Nice. Table 1 is a bomb pot. We've got a second pair on each board. Is that enough to continue? I don't think so. Especially when there's two flush draws out there. I think that's a pretty easy fold. To build a roll, which is a good path, live or online, whatever you prefer, I think. I think a lot of people sort of disregard the fact that they prefer to play live, they prefer to play online. They should do that. They should play the variant that they prefer. That's genuine advice. It sounds a little condescending, but it is genuine advice. If you prefer to play live, play live. If you prefer to play online, play online. Just remember that if you're trying to build a roll, you should be kind of treating the game as almost not gambling, but you know, you got to understand that you might lose. So play responsibly is what I'm clumsily trying to say, and don't expect too much. You can't just be like, I'm going to build a roll. You know, you've got to be a winning player to build a roll. A lot of people sort of gloss over that fact, and they're just like, I'm going to build a roll. Table 2, ace king suited. Let's re-raise it. Let's make it 12 bigs to go. If you're a winning 15L player, online. I would play online. Just my 2 cents. We 3-bet pre, we're going to see about the flop. Check Ancient City Bangkok. It is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to check it all out. Just trying to acclimatize first. As well as that, I've only got 4 days here before I go to Australia. So I've got to get as much as possible in. As we check the ace king now, I don't see too much point in betting. Check again. Hopefully beat hand like ace queen. Or just win. Yeah. First hand like ace queen. Table 1 is a bomb pot. Flop's gone check. Check. Turn. This player's bet small. I think calling with a 6 and a diamond is okay. It's a little close. Yeah, the sleep schedule sucks, but I mean, I should be able to fix it today. I'm going to stream for a couple hours. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to chill by the pool. I'm going to get a little nap at like 1 p.m. And then I'm going to go out and get drunk tonight. So, you know. Table 3, let's bet the turn here. So the flop has gone check. I really want to mainly have a diamond, but we need some non-diamonds. We've got our first splash pot of the evening. And it's 15 big blinds. It's not to be sniffed at. We're going to pick up 7.5, and we've got a very pretty 6-5 of clubs. Hopefully we get to see a flop here. We're going to start with a call. And we're going to see a flop. And we're going to flop a gut shot to the nuts. Big bet, multi-way. I'm actually going to have to just fold this, you know. It sucks, but yeah, just folding. This guy's playing his hand, not his range. I respect it. Table 1, we're going to call this 3-bet. Going to 4-bet it sometimes, but just to call this time, not really what we're looking for at all. We would have missed down here anyway. He needed a 4, I needed a 4. 3-bet, C-bet, we'll fold. And now we're going to take the rest of this poor fella's money. First time tonight we've had the kings. Doesn't work. So before we do raise, get re-raise, we'll re-raise. And that is not good. I expect it to be way further ahead. Can we find a J-boy for the ages? Nope. No, we can't. Gotta say, I'm really enjoying the stream. The quality of sleep was decent. I woke up and I was like, oh no, I'm awake at 3 a.m, blah, blah, blah. But then I realized, you know, I did get 6 hours in. It's not the end of the world. And like I say, I intend to get a nap today about 12:30ish. And that should see me through. All the ancient city, the temple, etc. I want to do that early in the day. So I'm not going to get to do any of that today. It's going to be more like social stuff today, I think. But that's okay. Guys, give me your recommendations. A buddy of mine, an Italian friend of mine, sent me like 5,000 words on what to do in Thailand. I'm going to get it all and translate it and start actioning it today. So I can choose between doing touristy stuff and going for a run today. I want to get the run done. I don't know why. I like going for a run in every city that I visit. Bash out a 10K. Me and my missus did a big trip around Europe last summer. We visited like 9 different cities and I did a 10K in every one. It was beautiful. This is annoying. My hand is so pretty. But if this guy limp jams, it's such a fucking waste. But he's going to just call. We're going to flop top pair. What could go wrong? Yeah, I'm just not folding Jack 10 there. Face the bet. Call. Turn brings 2 flush draws. This is getting really gross, but I think call and hope that my opponent just gives up on the river is the play. It is really, really gross, but let's call one more. I think I'm just folding this. I don't have too many hands that call the river, mind you, but given he's isolated to that big size pre, don't think he's gonna have 6-5. Because his isolate was like, let's go with it. So maybe ace deuce, ace 5. Yeah, I'm gonna just fold this one. Oh, he had ace king. Oh wow, he had ace king. I'm very surprised to see that. Nice hand to my opponent. Really nice hand. I didn't expect to see a bluff there. But my opponent has bluffed the shit out of it. What stage you playing then? This is 500 NL. Is it true that 95% of poker players are losing? I think it used to be, but I don't think it's possible anymore. I mean, how can that be the case when you've got 5 pros and 1 recreational at every table? So I don't think that's true personally. Used to be the case, but not anymore. That was a nice bluff from my opponent. Thoughts on the David Peters scandal? I don't know, man. Played with David a couple of times. Not that that is overly relevant to your question. I just wanted to humbly brag. As we get it in with 4 high in terrible shape. Turn a pair. Can we hold? No. Thoughts on the David Peters scandal? I don't really know what to say. What do you guys think about it? I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you. It's fucked. All you can really say is it's fucked. Somebody who's won that much money and appears to have such liquidity issues. But people are like sticking up for him on social media. Sorry, I really need to scratch my nose, but I don't want anyone to think I'm picking it. So I'm going to do that off screen in just a second. But table 3 with base king suited. Yeah, table 3, the ace king suited. It's got to be a rejam, doesn't it? I don't see the point of like clicking or whatever. Just gonna jam it in. Yeah, we're playing 500 NL. Looking for some 1K tables as well. And we're gonna be running this one time. Decent flop. No 3, no 4. Or 5 or deuce. Oh, he's hit a 4. Nice hand to my opponent. Guy's not running the best so far. Absolutely wild to see players at these stakes playing a 62 VPIP. A lot of people do say that, but I mean, it's online poker. There's going to be recreational players. There's going to be weaker players and looser players and things like that. So I've misclicked, raised here to the wrong size. My nose is really itchy. So it's understandable to look at that and think, wow, 62% VPIP, that's crazy. But there's fish at every stakes, and fish play wide, and some fish play really, really wide. So it's kind of, you know, it's part of it, you know. Know what I mean? All right, we've raised pre here. We flopped top pair. Let's bet it. Rather, we flopped 2 pair. Really fun bomb pot up here. This player has bet out on the turn. I probably should have just folded. I've got absolutely nothing going on this board. But I had 2 pair and I've made a boat now. So if my opponent bets, I get to like jam it in. Which is pretty cool. Versus the check, I'm actually just going to jam myself. Like I said, I want to win the pot. I can't win if I just bet. You know, I'm not getting value on the other board, so all in. Let me just take it down. That's good. All right, this is a splash pot. 4 bigs in the middle. I'm just going to fold. Down here in table 3, we flop top pair with a nut flush draw. Let's go ahead and bet it. Table 6, we flopped the boat. It's all happening. Take that one down. I see no reason not to keep betting here. Let's bet again. It's going to size up a little bit so I can shove the river. Table 5's an interesting one. I've raised pre, I've bet the flop. I bet the turn. I bet the river. Is that a chop? It's a chop. Okay. Whew. It's a chop. Table 1 bomb pot. What we got? 4 big blinds per person. This is a big one. We've got a reasonable queen jack offsuit. We flopped the nizzles. Let's go. I'll be fast playing this. What's up, GB123? Leona Richter, if you are going to spam, I'll delete you. Are you from the US? Are you part of the We the Vote project? I'm not from the US, and I don't know what that is. Please don't spam. Thank you. I don't know. I've got the nuts. Let's bet it. Hopefully we get a bunch of calls, and then we just like shove a couple of brick rivers and take it down or whatever. Or we'll just take it down now. It's not the end of the world, given we've got nothing on the other boards. It would have been a couple of fun rivers. %of poker players aren't pros, though, lol. No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say there's a lot more pros than there used to be. I would say the number of pros is a lot more than 0.1%. I lived and played poker in Thailand for 6 years. If you're in Bangkok, don't run a 10K. You'll die from the smog and humidity. Book a trip to the Grand Palace. It's amazing. I will not die from smog and humidity running a 10K at 6 a.m. I think I'll be okay. I appreciate the advice about everything else, but that's crazy advice to say that somebody will die from running a 10K. And if I do die, I don't want you to be like, well, I told you so. I don't want you to show up at my funeral and be like, I told you so. Am I winning for this sesh? I haven't been stacked. I haven't stacked anyone. I lost a couple of medium-sized pots. Guys, I really appreciate the viewership. It's going to be difficult to stream here over the next few days, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. We've got another bomb pot here. 18 bigs in the middle. And I have got queen 6. Nada. Yeah, given the time zone difference, I normally stream at like 4 p.m. UK time, which is 10 p.m. here, so that's not really an option. So I guess like early morning here, like 6 a.m. is like midnight. I don't know, man. It's a whole thing. But I'm gonna keep streaming. I do thoroughly enjoy streaming, and it's important that my online game stays sharp. Oh, we have aces. We haven't had too many big pots so far tonight with big hands. Let's hope these aces are the first of many. Although it's not looking good. It's looking a little better now, I'm not gonna lie. Let's pick a 4-bet size. Let's also change it to dollars for the excitement. And put in the 4-bet. Does my opponent want to play for all? He's going to just call, which means we're going to have to think about it. We get the queen 7-4. I'll actually do a little bit of checking with aces on this board. I don't think it's a range bet. Yeah, I'm going to check this time. We get the 10 on the turn, a little more connected. It's a fun hand. My opponent is now going to bet. I'm going to just call. And we get the jack of diamonds on the river. This has gone from being like, oh, nice, trapping with the aces to, fuck. A lot of people in the chat can be like, you played these aces so bad, bro, just bet the flop. It's not how it works. Play our range, not our hands. If we get jammed on here, I might have to just fold, you know. My opponent does check it on over to me. I think we've got the best hand really often. I think we can just jam. It is quite thin, but I think we can just jam. Bluffs here like ace 4 of hearts, ace 3 of hearts, etc. I expect to hear from 2 pair or a set, so I think we're just going to have to jam this one in, and hopefully my opponent looks us up with like king queen or something like that. I don't think people ever trap here. The reason people don't trap here is it's like, wow, it's a 4-bet pot. You know, I've got a strong hand. I want to play for stacks. I don't want to risk not getting it in. So yeah, I'm just going to jump and take it down. Fun hand. Hey, Gazzy, what is your promo? What time is your promo tournament, like time zone wise? That's a fucking great question. It should be in the thingy. Let me find out for you. It's on the 30th. Great question. Let me see if it says in the thing. I have it. I have the information here. Just bear with me 1 second. Just bear with me 1 second here, guys. I'm sorry, my computer can't handle me opening up a bunch of new pieces of software. I'll put it on social media in about 2 hours' time. I promise you that. Yeah, I'll get you that information and put it on social media later today because I need to talk about my promo anyway. We've got aces on not one but two tables. How exciting. We're just going to take it down there, which is unfortunate. This player is posted. This player is raised to that size. Kind of weird. I'm going to re-raise to this size. And we just take it down. Unfortunate. That is what it is. Sort these tables out. As we have a splash pot here, 15 big blinds. Some of that going into my account and the rest of it going onto the table. I have played a lot of splash pots and I've always had like 8-3 offsuit and stuff. So it's pretty cool to have a playable hand in the form of the J-Boys, and there's been an all-in. Hopefully someone's like, well, I've got 9s, re-jam. Yeah, easy jam for me, of course. Got to take a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, all in. What are we all in against? 8-6 offsuit. Nice. Games are good, guys. If you're not yet playing on coin, the games are very good. People are all in with the 8-6 offsuit and they're dead on the flop. Oh, wait. A 10 would be... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Table 6, I have 3-bet pre. I have bet the flop. I'm going to check the turn. Unfortunately, I have to just fold this one. Table 4. All I meant, guys, in the air quality dangle is horrendous. Love your YouTube videos. Keep up and run well. Thank you. Calling this 3-bet. This is a heads-up hand here on table 6. Calling the 3-bet, flopping bottom pair. Get some weird music. Let's ditch that as we face a small bet. Pretty standard call for us, of course. Turn a flush draw. This is getting more and more interesting by the second. My opponent bets again. They've gone for a pot-sized bet. I don't really see the point in jamming. I think we just want to call it, see if we can improve. I mean, if we jam, what do we make better fold? Do we make worse call? Let's just call. And we do improve on the river. A quick jam. I've got 2 pair, mate. Can you beat it? No, you can't. You've got ace-10 offsuit. Yeah, absolute rascal. Sometimes when the games break, you get to play like 1 hand of heads up. That's what's happened here. Or rather, 2 hands of heads up. And I've stacked my opponent. Let's go. One of the problems with streaming is that I like to make reels out of the all-in hands. But the camera is very dark, so I don't think I'll be able to do that. I'm going to pass it to the editor. 507. 6-5 suited. Camera too dark. Bunch of question marks. All right. We're out of here on table 6. It sucks to hit and run my opponent. Seems like a good dude. But we're out of there. Let's go back to table 1 where we're going to 3-bet this. Why has this music gotten really weird all of a sudden? Queen Jack 10. Not the best flop in the world for my hand. But I'm going to bet it. On the turn, let's check. But I am absolutely punting one off here on table 2. This is a very fun hand. I'll tell you guys what happens in a little second. It gets through. So I defended the big blind multi-way. I flop went check, check, check. I bet the turn, and then I overbet the river. And took it down. Let's go. So one interesting thing about this hand is that I threw out the 9s, and a lot of people think, well, it's a great board for your range. You've got ace-king. But on queen jack 10, the nuts are really symmetrical. Really symmetrical. Think about it. The cutoff is called my 3-bet. They basically always call queens, jacks, 10s, and ace-king. They do a little bit of 4-betting with ace-king, and obviously ace-king suited. But the nuts are really quite symmetrical there. Gazzy, I saw something on X that said UK and USA players can't play on CoinPoker and their balances will be confiscated. True or nonsense? I mean, okay, so my initial instinct is to be like, that's obviously nonsense, but also there's like a safety catch that said, sorry, I'm butchering explaining this. What I'm saying is that sounds like complete and utter nonsense to me, but I will pass it on to the team and get clarification. They'll make a statement about it, hopefully, because that would obviously be a total disaster. But yeah, it sounds like complete and utter nonsense to me. I have 3-bet here, big blind versus cutoff. I've decided to check the flop. Not always, but just sometimes from the big blind. Checking the turn. I'll check one more time. Or I'll block the river. Both are fine. I'm going to check though. Seems fine. Yeah, that sounds like utter nonsense to me. And I butchered my explanation of what I'll do for you in terms of messaging the team. Oh. Reminder to myself, I've got to start my streams on even number times in Thailand. Even number. Even. To maximize the rake back. Table 5, sorry, I've got something I need to just read. Oh, she's nailed it. Table 5, we've called a 3-bet, and we have flopped very, 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 very strong. Table 3, we've called a raise, and we flopped very, very, very strong. Gonna call the C-bet here. And over here, we're gonna spin for an 80% stab on the flop, all right? Oh, we found the check back. I love checking back sets. We found the check back. And hopefully, I actually think it's closer to like 95, but whatever. Up here, we're facing another bet. Some bad rivers. That's not one of them. Or is it? Table 3, we're now betting. Very likely my opponent just folds. That's such a shame. My opponent has bet. I'm just going to jam for the rest of it. Snap jam. There's 30 bigs left. Let's go, mate. He's just sitting there with pocket queens like, fuck this game. We take it down. Let's go. Table 6, this is a limped pot. Let's bet the flop. My instinct was to just check back second pair, but let's bet. Let's get some protection, some value, etc. I'm going to bet the turn as well. I don't need to worry about timing tells versus a non-pro. I'm just going to eke out half pot worth of value on the turn. Take it down. We made 2 pairs on the river. Fucked up 2 pair, mind you. Table 2. Nope, table 2. It seems like your 3-bets are 5 to 6x. Is that position dependent, villain specific? Do you always 3-bet that size on coin? It's a very reasonable set of questions. However, I'm not going to answer, and I hope you understand. Don't want to delve too much into strat talk on stream. Hopefully, you understand that. Apologies for not being able to answer. This is really annoying on table 6, but I have to just fold the king queen of diamonds. Flopping well now. Started off the stream a little cold, but getting some fun flops. We've got bottom 2 on a very, very fun board. My nose is so itchy. It's on the inside as well, so... I love the Seinfeld episode about when Jerry was scratching his nose and it looked like he was picking it and his model girlfriend dumps him. Let's bet the flop here with the bottom 2. I actually think this will be a check at some frequency. But we'll bet it this time. I think it's an easy bet on the turn. My opponent's now led into me. Kind of weird. But I've got 2 pair and there's a lot of draws out there. So fuck else am I going to do, lads? Other than this. Would have gotten a clean river as well. Nai to Jimmy, I don't know what that means, but thank you very much all the same. All right, let's see where we're at here. A couple of folds. This dude has chat raised me and shown King Jack. Nice. This fluffy little fun player. Let's go to table 2. We've got a very defendable 5-4 suited. Flop bottom pair. Fold it there. Table 6, this is the limped pot. I bet the flop. My opponent's called, turn's gone check, check. Bet the river. I mean, this dude check raised me about 4 times and shown bluffs, but I don't think they're going to have a bluff this time. Is it a chop? It is a chop. That's fine. Table 1, ace-5 suited. Let's raise it up. Sorry, let's not raise it up. Let's try that again. Table 1, ace-5 suited in the big blind. Prime 3-bet candidate. Let's go ahead and do that. And we flopped 2 pairs. Very interesting flop. Let's start with a small bet. Really hope my opponent's just got ace-king and we get to stack him. 8 of clubs on the turn is a bit of a break. Obviously, plenty of draws have just come in. Club draws and queen 10. I think we've got a pretty clear bet again, though. My opponent just folds. Table 2 is a really interesting one. So I have 3-bet pre versus the cutoff. This player is cold. I just wonder if we make a hand like King Jack or Ace Jack fold if we jam. And maybe we get called by a hand like Ace 5 of diamonds. Maybe that's a little spewy. Maybe we just check and play bingo. Maybe that's a little spewy there to consider jamming. We're going to try and take it to showdown. I did not put him on the Ace 7 offsuit, to be honest with you. But whatever. Nice hand to my opponent. I should have jammed the turn. I would have taken it down. Or maybe I would have received a really sick beat. How jet lagged are you? Big quiz tomorrow. Need you on top form. Are you one of Smith's pals? I'm all right. I've woken up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 3 a.m. and watched the football. Gonna get a wee nap at about midday. I've got a nice morning plan. I'm gonna go for a run, go to the pool, get some breakfast. I'm gonna eat some actual vegetables. I've been eating fucking food out of a cardboard box every day for the last week. So I'm gonna eat some vegetables. That'd be nice. And then we're gonna win the pub quiz. CoinPoker is good. When fish is it? I agree, friend. I agree. Table 1, we have AKO. AKO, oh my god. Let's go all in. Gonna isolate the limp. And we're now down to 5 tables. We're gonna have to find another one. We'll start with a check here. And again, let's see if we can take this bad boy to showdown. We can and we win. Let's go. Not playing any higher tonight, guys and girls. I'll be honest, I'm a bit tired and I can't be fucked trolling through the lobby for 510s and 1020s. I do have one 510 table that I'm on the list for, but that's it. Let's see if there's any more worth checking out. Yeah, fuck it. I've literally just said I'm not going to play any higher now. I'm looking for higher games. Very loose open here on table 4, but we've got a loose fun player in the small blind who likes to play a lot of pots. They folded this time, and we get a bad flop for our hands. Okay-ish flop for our range. Check it though. All right, we're on the list for a couple more 5-10 tables. You guys have reeled me in by not saying anything. Right, table 4, we've raised pre. Flop has gone check, check. Let's just delay c-bet. There's a couple of things you could do here, but let's just delay c-bet. Quick call. I will give up now with the spades. And we'll just fold. It was a really well-played hand by me. Well, to be fair, I put money in every cent of the way when I was ahead. That's a skill in itself. Oh, this, I see, this Durogin combined with my computer being a little bit slow means that when you open up a table, it's carnage. Carnage. But I digress. All right, we got a defendable 6 deuce suited, but versus 3x. Let's not do that. Would have gone a little hashtag Lionel Messi. Guys, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's been a really fun stream so far. Okay, so this is a straddle and a raise. Gonna just call. This is not a 3-bet. This is a straddle and a raise. Gonna just call. And we flop 2 pairs. Fun one. And this player is just going to lead out for a half pot. Now, they did check call flop and lead turn earlier. Important to note. Start with a call. We've returned 3 pairs. And this player is still going to just keep blasting. I think just call and see what happens on the river is the play. What do you guys want to do here? Let's get some chat on the go about this hand. So this player is raised to 5. This player straddled. Raise. I have called. This player is called. This player is bet 50% on the flop and on the turn. Do we want to call or do we want to jam? Nobody say fold because it's not funny. Do we want to call or jam the queen 10 of hearts? I'm going to just call. Get a jack of diamonds on the river. And we're going to win. Very interesting hand. Table 197 suited in the cutoff. And we flopped a set of 9s. Let's go. I'm going to bet that's around 80 to 85% of the time, I think. And we get check raised. One of the great things about the coin software is you can check your opponent's stats. How often is this player check raising? 9%, a little on the low side. Not that it changes anything about this hand. We've got a pretty clear call and see what happens on the turn. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We've got 34 viewers on YouTube and 81 on Twitch. That's really awesome. Thank you, guys. As my opponent now checks it on over to me. I think small bets here on the turn, either 1/3 or half. Let's go 1/3. Maybe half is better. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. The double check raise would be fun. We're just going to take it down. Starting to feel a bit sleepy again. I just woke up 2.5 hours ago. I feel a bit sleepy. Gonna have a nap at about midday, and I think that is going to fix the sleep schedule and we'll be all good. One of the great things is that I'm going to Australia on the 27th of April, and it's a 9-hour flight from here, but it's at 9 p.m. So I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. that day and have a normal day, and then get on the plane at 9 p.m. and just sleep, and then wake up at 9 a.m. or whatever it is, and just be normal. Hi, Australia. I really hope I'm not jet lagged because I've got a meeting at the casino with the person who's allowing me to vlog and whatnot, so it's important that I am not falling asleep during the meeting. Me and Ben and Badbeat gonna make some content in Australia. Our buddy Andrea's gonna be in town. All the boys are in town for the Aussie Mills. It's gonna be a lot of fun. There's one person out there I wish was coming, and I think she's watching. But it's all good. Next time. Next time. Oh, wait. Okay, so Phoenix Hoffman, I have accidentally... Oh, no, actually, yeah. Sorry, some spam is seeping through. I hate spam. I hate spam and unsolicited advice. If anyone ever wants to annoy me, give me unsolicited advice. Like the person earlier who, through no fault of their own, was like, don't run a 10K. I was like, yeah, I'm going to run a 10K. And somebody was like, don't run a 10K. And I understand it's irrational, but stuff like that really tilts me. Unsolicited advice. About anything, not just like, yeah, just about anything. I could give you millions of examples of times, but people are, it's irrational because people are just being nice. They're just trying to help and they're trying to give me their 2 cents. And I should be grateful that I'm in a position where people want to just reach out and try and help me for no reason. But irrationally, I'm like, oh, grr. Is that weird? We got a couple of purples playing today, guys and girls. Purples are very loose goose. Loose gooses? I don't know. As a little reminder, I'm running a promotion which is in full effect right now, whereby if you win the promo, you come to Vegas with me, all expenses paid. Doesn't matter where in the world you are, you come to Vegas with me, all expenses paid. I'll tell you about it in just a little second. Table 4, we have Ace King suited. Cutoff is raised. We're going to re-raise. It was way too quick, but it's done now. If we get 4-bet, I'll just call sometimes. All right, let's go to table 5, where this player has raised pre. I've defended, flop has gone check, check. I'm going to bet 19.1 on the turn. Treat the 9 as a double Broadway card. Table 2, this player is led into as he led a lot earlier. I'm going to show him the ace-jack. Yeah, the Vegas promo. For those that don't know, if you sign up to CoinPoker using code GAZZYB and pay $50 in rake between now and the 28th of April, you'll receive a tournament ticket. The tournament is on the 30th of April. Quick disclaimer, guys. I think somewhere I said the 29th. It's not the case. The tournament is on the 30th of April. And the winner of that... So the top 6 places get paid. $100 for 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. First place... win a trip to Vegas with me. WSOP Tag Team Event on the 24th of June. I'll fly you over. I'll put you up in a hotel. I'll buy you into the tournament. It's going to be banging. All you got to do is sign up using code GAZZYB and pay $50 in rake. I'll put a little link in the chat so everyone can see it. Call. Just let him call. Punter, bet worse, Queen X. Let's jam. Call, jam. I think he jams 8x himself and fish. Can jam value ourselves, get called by worse Queen X. Very interesting. Appreciate the feedback, guys. This is a poker stream after all, and it's good for us to chat a little poker. We've raised pre on the button here. We're going to see about the flop. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback. I think call. Gazzy wearing a collar for the stream. Super fancy. I was getting all dressed up because I heard SBR Poker might be in the chat. Shout out to SBR Poker for those that don't know. Very active guy in my Discord. Our Discord is available for everyone. I really should put the Discord. Yeah, I'm going to set up the YouTube studio. Let me do that right now, actually. Yeah, it's going to take a few seconds, but I can do it. Actually, I'm going to... Well, I can do it on Restream, actually, yeah. Note to self, do that after the stream's finished. Actually, I'm going to do it now. There's a lull in the action. We've had a lot of ace-king tonight. A lot of really good starting hands. I think we are up a little bit. This is a little too small, but whatever. Right, so we go to live. We change the... Why is this music gone really fucking emo lately? There we go. There we go. There's not too much happening. A slight lull in the action. I'm just performing some admin on my end. Just bear with me 1 second as we wait for playable hands. We found one, but we have to fold it. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. I've folded King Queen suited about 4 times tonight, and once again, we have Ace King. Gonna just call. We've got this loose goose. Well, actually, no, because he's not. Well, he's 3-betting a little bit. But he did cold call 3-bet earlier with Ace-7 offsuit. So let's put in a small re-raise to entice him to continue. Unfortunately, he just folds. Under the gun is going to call, and we have completely whiffle-balled that flop. But our range is going to do a lot of checking on this board anyway, so that's okay. Unsolicited advice, keep calling trip sets. No bites, man. No bites. Bro, you shouldn't even be streaming for this Blood Money sponsorship. It means it's not even close, mate. Lol. Okay. Okay. There's a difference between unsolicited advice and unsolicited. Well, it's not. No, it's unsolicited because I didn't ask. You're getting offended because I use you as an example. I was just using you. Don't be offended because I'm talking about what you said. I was just using that as an example. But it is unsolicited advice because I didn't ask. A bit surprised at your response, but I'm not. You're not getting it. I'm not trying to offend you. What I'm saying is I was using that as one example where somebody was trying to be nice, but has given me unsolicited advice. And irrationally, that's something in life that frustrates me. That's something that we all have all the time. We've got things that are irrational that irritate us. This is one of my things. Because I have said, I'm going for a run today. And you, through no fault of your own, have dropped in and said, don't go for a run today. I didn't ask. I did not ask, like, hey guys, should I go for a run? Can I get some advice? I have just said, I'm going for a run today, and I have received unsolicited advice, which irrationally frustrates me. There's no need to get so frustrated, to get so offended at my irrational things. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not calling you out and being like, this fucking guy. I'm just saying this is one of the things in life that we all have them, just random things that irritate us. That's one of my things. And they're mine. You know, they make me me. Nobody can take them away from me. And what you say, I was only trying to be helpful. That's absolutely what I'm saying as well. It's irrational. Right, table 2. This player loves a stab. I'm going to just call because my jack and 10 are live a lot of the time as well. No bueno. We can't check down jack high. We're going to have to try and bluff this. Just trying to make queen high, ace high folds. Let's bet small. Maybe we do get called by a whale with ace high, though. Maybe I should just bet half. Yeah, this is rotten from me. I should have bet half pot or 75 or something like that. Table 4, we've called a 3-bet. We're going to call a c-bet. 9 of clubs on the turn. Yeah, we've all got these things that irrationally annoy us. In life. It happens to me all the time. Put stuff up on Instagram. I get... No, I've gone off on a bit of a tangent here. Let's see if we can get paid here. We're about half pot. I think my range wants to just bet small here, but not smaller than this. Problem is we open ourselves up to getting jammed up. Maybe we just check this down. Bet like king queen. Because we can't get called by any worse top. But yeah, I don't love this, but I think we should just check this down, to be honest with you. We're gonna call by second pair, mind you. Table 1, we're raising pre. Flopping the nut flush draw, not the first time that's happened tonight. Yeah, I had one on Instagram. I get a lot of crazy messages on Instagram from people. But we're just so like, I don't know. I feel like I'm ranting and rambling about stuff now. So I went to Disneyland with my fiance a couple of months ago. And I put a picture up. I was like, we're at Disneyland. We're so excited. Some guy just replied, I don't like Disneyland. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I've been. I don't like Disneyland. It's like, I didn't fucking ask you, mate. I put that picture of carbonara on Instagram about 3 days ago. 2 different carbonaras, and one guy went, the second one looks better. I didn't fucking ask you, mate. It's just, yeah, it's an interesting world we live in. Right, table 1, we've got the nut flush draw. We've been raised. We're going to call. We're going to get there on the river. We only lose to ace-9 here. Pocket 9 is going to 3-bet pre. I think my opponent's going to have a lot of like king 9 and 6-9 and stuff like that. It's a really interesting hand. So I've delay c-bet and faced a large raise. Maybe some like 10-7 of diamonds, 7-5 of diamonds. Is king 9 going to jam? I don't know. I've got 2 pair. I'm not folding. King 9 is going to jam. It is a safe river, and we are going to win a really nice pot. Very fun hand. My opponent turned 2 pairs. I river 2 pairs, and I'm going to win. And I'm going to pick up jacks in the very next hand. Man alive. Table 1, Jack 7 suited. We raise pre. Let's start with a check on the flop. Flopped another set of 9s here, and again, this guy's gonna just lead out. I'm gonna just call. This player loves to lead, so I'm gonna just call. I think a raise here would look extremely strong. Let's just call. And on table 1, this player has now taken the bait. I've checked to them twice. We're going to check call. Complete brick on the river. Hey guys, I know you aren't asking for help, but have you tried being rational about this instead of irrational? All the best. No, it's my thing and I'm sticking with it. So we call here on table 1. We beat 8 high. Table 2, this player is now bet again. I'm going to raise now because there's a flush draw out there. Just a small raise. Keep their king X in, their gut shots, etc. Yeah, it's my thing, and it makes me who I am. We all have things that irrationally annoy us. That's my unsolicited advice. So this player has called my raise, and now it's time to play for all of it on the river. I used to play poker on a website that nobody really knows about. And I might be outing myself here, but what I used to do was... Hang on a second. Yeah, king 6, no good, my friend. Guys, we're running good now. We're catching some heat, and we're stacking some fulls, and it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so I used to do this thing where... Say I had the nuts, or let's say I was value betting versus a recreational player. This is really toxic, but I used to love doing it to people. Say they had like $174.12 left. I would bet $174.11. So that if they called, they had to suffer the indignation of having a 1 cent stack. This was about 9 years ago. I'm not proud of it, but I used to do it all the fucking time. These like recreational players, because they don't have auto top up enabled. They just have like the indignation of playing 5-10 and having like a 1 cent stack. Good times. Anyway, we got 4 tables now. It's been a really fun stream, guys. I did get a little weird with my rant about my irrational. What else? What other things annoy me irrationally? Do you know what else really annoys me irrationally? And it's a big problem in this modern world that we live in. People. Oh. Actually, no, that one could go. People who have their photo taken and they're not looking at the camera. I used to cycle to football in London 4 days a week, and I'd cycle across Westminster Bridge with Big Ben, and it's just full of people just... Or this one. Like the girls who are like holding their hair back. People of all ages and sexes and races and everything. I used to just like cycle along the bridge getting annoyed. Table 2. 3-bet the Queen 9 suited. Guys running very well so far this evening. Important to acknowledge that. Sometimes you play poker and you've got to really think about your decisions, etc. That's not been the case tonight. It's been all very tame stuff, very easy stuff. Really excited to go out for this run today. See Bangkok in the early hours. Gonna go in about an hour, I think. As we quarter pot the flop here on Ace-Jack 4 Rainbow. Trying to find a couple of extra tables, guys and girls. Don't want to quit anytime soon. We're going to have to get ourselves on some lists. That's another form of run good. What just happened there? I've got Ace-Jack 4. I've got Queen 9 of clubs on Ace-Jack 4 Rainbow with no club. I c-bet and I take it down. That's a form of run good because I don't have a good hand to barrel on the turn. I can't pick up the flush draw. Just take it down. That's when you're just running well. That makes social media tough sometimes for sure. Unsolicited opinions are well, not really fine. In my opinion. Yeah, yeah. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm at Disneyland, and people are like, I don't like Disneyland. Dark Carbonara looks better. Get them all the time, man. I don't like those things. Thanks for letting me know that. Engagement, baby. The thousands of dollars every time someone responds is so worth it. So worth it. I think you're on a delay, by the way, SB Poker. Losing another table down here. Did I just get grimmed? Do you know what? Let's find out. Let's check the hand history to see if this player has just grimmed me. Oh, we've got a 5-10. Put that up there as we look to see if this player just did the unthinkable. Yes, they did. Oh, wait. Did they? Looks like they grimmed themselves. I was on the button. And I thought, yeah, they've grimmed themselves. All right, do you know what? I'm not reporting that. That's people are just being stupid. Whatever. Right, we've got a 5-10. Is it a decent 5-10? What a horrible screen name. What a horrible screen name. And table 6. I was just about to quit this table. Oh, would you look at that, bookmaker? You're right back in there. Well, to be fair, you grimmed yourself, so whatever. I was going to quit this table, but a very fun... The purple is the best tag. This is the tag we want to see. Hey, you Gary, all good, all joy, have a blast. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Wait, hang on a second. Did you just give me unsolicited advice? You told me to enjoy Australia? I didn't... Just kidding. Thank you. And again, I want to say it one last time. My It had nothing to do with you or the advice that you gave. I just wanted to use that as an example about how weird I am. That's exactly what it is. About how weird I am. We've all got our things. Dude, I know exactly what it stems from as well. I know exactly what it stems from. I used to be a larger man around the middle, shall we say. And I used to get a lot of unsolicited advice about that. And it used to make me really like annoyed and sad. So now it's just transpired into everything else in life. That's exactly what it was. Because it was like, it wasn't just like a once or twice, it was all the fucking time. And it used to probably made me feel bad about myself, and it's just etched into my fucking psyche now. Our 510 has not lasted at all. We'll have to tap the table on that one. But no matter. We've got some good tables elsewhere. Table 2, we flop second pair. Gazzy trolling Rex and getting annoyed at bum hunting, but has no problem with table selection. I think I am more mindful of table selection given the inability to battle. I think that's a good way of putting it. The rake has gone up in coin. I don't shy away from that. Obviously, we give wonderful rewards, but that does affect the ability to battle. So I am more understanding of those that want to hunt. Table 2, calling for the chop. Nope, gonna raise. I think this guy's gonna bet a lot of the hearts on the turn. Yeah, told you didn't have a flush. Games are really good, guys and girls. The purple is very, very fun player, and the blue is non-pro. We've got a few very fun players about. Table 2, we're going to 3-bet this really often. This is one of those times. With the queens, we take it down. Table 3, I've defended my big blind versus one of those really fun players. Flop has gone check. I have decided to just bet out on the turn. Take it down. Didn't want to take it down there. I wanted to get called. That's irrational. Yeah, that 1 cent thing I used to do as class. I used to love doing that back in the day. What is grimmed? Great question. Hang on a second. Your 3-bet shouldn't be bigger if you play 200 big blinds deep. Maybe I sorry, I keep getting the joke of like, is that irrational advice? Yeah, sometimes when you're streaming and you're chatting away and too many little mistakes like that, they drop in sometimes. It's completely okay. The EV that I gain from streaming is far greater than playing perfect poker. What is grimmed? Great question. So when you're playing, say for example, this table here. Sorry, my mouse is struggling. Say we're on table 3, right? We're playing 5 players, and then a couple of players start leaving. When you get down to the last 2 players, if one player has the button, one player has the big blind. If the player who's on the button just plays one hand and then sits out, that's not fair because they've got the button and you win more money and there's more of an advantage playing on the button. So it's considered correct etiquette when you get down to 2. If you start with a bunch of players and you get down to 2, one player plays the button and then this player gets the opportunity to play their button. Some players just sit out when they've played their button, and that's unethical because they think that they can get away with it. But if you report them on CoinPoker, Coin kicks them in the balls. Coin sends a guy around to their house and kicks them in the balls. Hope that answers your question. It's another thing that, well, it's not irrational. That's pretty rational. It's another thing that really annoys me because it's scummy as fuck. Table 2, we've got King Queen. We're betting the flop. We're taking it down. Table 3, mixing in a 3-bet sometimes. Again, this will be one of those times. Lola complaining about grooming on table breaks. Well, like I say, it's considered bad etiquette. I mean this with the greatest respects, Alec P, but I would be almost certain that you play micro stakes or low stakes, and you know it's probably there's less etiquette at those stakes. But when you do make it up to low stakes or mid stakes, you'll find that it's generally a lot more etiquette involved. I'm firing some shots tonight, guys. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. We've been streaming for 90 minutes or so. We've got about 25 to 30 minutes left, and I am winning a decent chunk so far, which is good. Got to keep it going. Trying to find more tables, though. I've only got 4 right now. I found one. Fucking found one. I've raised the 6-5 suited under the gun on table 2. Little loose, but we've got the very fun player in the big blind. If you think for 1 second we're check calling the 6-5, I was going to say you can think again. I would have check raised it into oblivion. Are we good with a 6-5? Nope. But it's got pocket 8s. Yeah, I would have check raised that and blasted it off. Calling pink purple. What? That's purple. It's magenta. Is it magenta or is magenta like a dark green? It's magenta, right? It's certainly not pink, mate. You colorblind or something? Certainly not pink. Calling set strips is the biggest troll. People are like, oh, you're a pro, you should know that. It's like, all right, okay, thanks for letting me know. Table 1, pocket 3s. Raising it on up. See on the note weird social media messages. I got a message once from a guy. Young guy. As we get the min 3-bet here. Call, I guess. Hey Gazzy, big fan of your content. I watch it all the time. Weird favor. You don't fancy a weekend in Malaga, do you? I'm going on holiday and I need someone to look after my dogs. I'll cover your flights, let me know. Swear to God that's true. Swear to God that's true. We're calling this 3-bet with 7-6 suited, and we could be dead on that flop. But you best believe we got to call at least one. My opponent checks it on over to me. I think I'm going to bet. Start with a bet. Table 2, we're 4-betting the ace-king suited, but let's stick with table 3 as I'm not falling for your trap, mate. Nice fucking try. Oh, okay. Cool. It would have worked. At table 2, we take it down. Table 3, my opponent has check called with queens there. It's a little loosey-goosey eating a sandwich, if you ask me. But to each their own. Yeah, that dude was like, hey, I've got a house in... I need someone to look after my dogs. I was like, mate, what? Like a young guy. I never knew that. I just randomly sat out on occasion. Oops. I mean, yeah. I think the problem is that a lot of people don't really know that they're... It's not unethical because it'll work out long term. Just deal. No, not at all. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm not going to engage with you because you're wrong. You're completely wrong. If a player is a grimmer, if they're intentionally grimming, they will allow the players who are ethical to play 2 when it benefits them, but they will just play 1 when it benefits them. So it doesn't work out long term. And that's why you should report people who grim. And I'm really happy that CoinPoker take a stance on it. Like this hand down here, this is not a heads up hand. This was a 3-handed hand, which means if I sit out now, that's completely fine. Because this has not been a heads up hand. There were 3 players to start the hand. Table 1, we've called a pretty big 3-bet with King 10 of diamonds. Ooh. I was going to say, double blocking the queen. This could be a bang, bang, bang spot. Right, so the flop's going check, check. What do we want to bet on the turn? I like 10s, I would imagine. Let's bet the turn here. Yeah, Alec P, you've kind of shown yourself up to... I don't really know what you're talking about, to be honest. It's okay, though. You're going to half pot the turn here. And I was going to bluff the river really often, but too much showdown now. I think we'll check, maybe check jam. I don't really see the point in check calling. I don't think we are going to win enough. So I think I'll go with a check jam. It's a weird line because I expect my opponent should be range betting this spot. Yeah, it's a weird hand, but it's fine. I've been a pro for 17 years. Grimming is not what you define it as. Grimming is when you start a table and get the button and only. But no, I mean this with the greatest respects, but you're wrong. You claim to be a pro, but that's not what... That is one part of grimming, but that's not all it is. I do mean that with the greatest respects, but if you were truly a pro, you would know what grimming is. 3-betting the... I mean, UX is that? I thought you were a professional poker player. So this player is a very loose goose. Loves a lead, if I recall correctly. And right on cue, is going to check it on over to me. All right, let's start with a flop bet. Quick call from my opponent. Let's go ahead and check on the turn. Although versus a very loose goose, I actually prefer a bet on that turn. There's a lot of gut shots and things like that to get value from. Yeah, they're going to have a queen a lot of the time, but some of the time, but lots of pairs and things like that. The table breaks it works. Okay, I'm gonna just stop replying. Purple is much darker. Guys, that's purple. It's like a dark pink. Oh, okay, I'll concede. It's a dark pink. Shout out to Eric McClellan Poker, long-time supporter of the channel. Table 3, we have a pair of queens. And we've been re-raised. Our hand will call sometimes, and I have quite literally rolled a 100. So I'll 4-bet this extremely often, but a little call from time to time. The problem is when you call it, though, the flop comes down ace high, and it's a pain in the ass. Bet from our opponent, we are going to call. 5 of spades on the turn is a fun one. I expect a really high frequency check. Oh, we've got a seat here at 5-10. Let's go. From my opponent. And sure enough, he does check. 15 big blind splash pot. Can we get some playable cards, dealer? The Brunson. Fold. Checking back. Spade on the river would have been cool. Interesting river. There's obviously no value to be had for us. If my opponent bets, I'm just wondering what we want to do. I think spade diamond I would consider doing something else with. But in this instance, I think just folds. We can't beat any value. It's unlikely to be like that. Just fold. The must show is on. We get shown ace king. Nice hand to my opponent. I was a bit worried there when they started to show. So we got this 5-10 now at last. Snap folded top pair on the flop. What a guy we are. Table 3, there's a big 3-bet. We're going to peel it, though. Let's see a flop with ace-4 suited. Top pair is never a bad thing. Grimming is literally you game the system to only play your butt. That's exactly what I'm saying it is, buddy. You think it's to do with a heads-up table, but it's not limited to that. More unsolicited advice then. Drink lots of water in Asia. But no, seriously, if the Aussie Millions is still in the crown where I used to play it, make sure I have a steak there. Best meal of my life. Really? In Australia? Interesting. Yeah, I'm down for that. Food advice. Send it my way, guys and girls. All right, so this player's 3-bet pre. Flop has gone check, check. They've checked it on over to me on the turn. And we're going to start bombing now. It's a very clean river. Nothing should change on that river. As we put in a 4-bet up here, take it down. Yeah, let's go ahead and rip it in here with ace-4. Hopefully get snap called by ace-king. We do get snap called. It's ace-queen. It's no good. It's another nice pot coming our way. I was a bit worried with the snap call that my opponent might have top boat there, but ace-4 is good. Let's go. I have raised pre-flop has gone check, check. Turn has gone check, check. And I have rivered 2 pairs. Make it that size. Right, it's all happening. Table 3 versus the very fun player. Gonna pot the flop. And the turn. And you best believe I'm shoving that river. If they jam into me, it'd be a bit gross. But I'm not folding. Don't have a 7. Ooh, let's go. There's another pot coming our way. We're starting to pick them off one by one. Let's do 606. Nice. Check call flop here with a pair. Check turn. ChatGPT, the circle in the image is bright pink, magenta color, and a very dark black background. Oh my god. Still on this, guys? It's an annoying river. I should have blocked the river. That was a mistake to just check. Yeah, I should have blocked the river. That was a mistake. I have admitted defeat. It's dark pink. My bad. Really looking forward to this steak in the crown now. Absolutely love a good meal. My buddy Ben is vegan, and I'm not saying that as a diss. I've got the utmost respect for anyone who can be vegan. I just love my food too much to be able to do it. Right, table 5. I have 3-bet the ace king. I have been cold 4-bet, and we are a little deeper here, you know. So we're going to just call. Let's see a flop. And we've only gone and flopped a set of kings. Let's go. Gonna check call flop. Queen on the turn is not amazing, you know. It's starting to get a little bit like meh. Facing another bet, though, obviously not folding. Starting to get into the territory of can't really beat value. I don't think aces are loving life betting the turn here. Maybe king jack if they've decided to call 4-bet that. It is a little dicey. Gonna call again. Brick of all bricks on the river. Nothing changes. Our hand is basically a bluff catcher here, I think. No combos of king queen suited left, which is important. We get jammed on, guys. I mean, this is we're calling to chop here. It feels like I don't think we're ever going to find a hand like you know, ace 5 suited. I don't think we're going to find a worse hand for value like pocket aces. Jacks would be a pretty crazy bluff here. I think we're calling to chop. Would this be a ludicrous fold? I think we're going to find pocket queens a lot. Ace jack a lot. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. I really want to fold this. Am I just a massive nit? I really wanted to fold that. I really wanted to fold that. I should have just fucking folded it. Why did I call? I don't know. Nice hand to my opponent, but I should have folded. All right, this is a really weird hand. So this is a small blind versus big blind hand where I've checked the flop. My opponent has overbet the flop. I have just called. Gonna check call the turn. Why? Perché? Mamma mia. My 3 o'clock. I was going to say my 3 o'clocks is really good too. Jam myself. I think just fold. Yeah, I don't know. I think just fold. I'm going to be so tilted when he's just got like queen 4 or something though. Queen, I don't know. What overbets the flop? Ace 4 diamonds. Nice. Really nice. Why would you jam that on the... Like, what are you hoping to get called by? All right, we're back in the game here at least. Right, up here, table 5, we just got stacked. We have flatted on the button. We stabbed the flop 3 ways. We're going to bet the turn. Got a very loose goose in the big blind. They've called again. Not the cleanest river in the world. If they donk, it's gross. Beat 7-6 and 10-7, and the price is incredible. So, call. What have you got? Jack 10. Nice hand, mate. I've gone from having a really good evening to only been up a little bit at best, and I feel sad. Nice hand to my opponent, though. What can you do? Fold river. Getting an incredible price. Thank you. Yes, I've been here since the beginning. I'm also Wacko Wizard on Twitch since switched to YouTube, but also back on watch on both. I didn't know you were a Wacko Wizard. That's awesome. Interesting spot here on table 2. I guess call in position multi-way. I'll be honest, I got excited when I saw the green in the window. Yeah, I heard it. Don't need to look at the camera. Maybe I deserve to get stacked there because I called it trips. Maybe that's karma. Maybe that's karma. here. Right, table 1, we have raise pre. Flop has gone check, check. I've check called the turn. I'm not letting you milk me, my friends. No milking's going on, Poker Llama. Alright, we're down to 4 tables. What a really, really, really fun session. I want to see if I can get some more tables on the go. I can see the sun coming out your background in Bangkok. Been 10 years since I've seen that, giving me the chills. Yeah, it's getting pretty bright outside. I'm really happy to be here. It feels like a very nice place, very spiritual, very just like a very good place. Do you know what I mean? It's I gotta make the most of it. And on that note, guys and girls, I'm going to end the stream a few minutes earlier than usual because I want to make the most of it. I want to go out for a nice run in Bangkok and get some breakfast, go to the pool, lather my body in sunscreen and get fucking sunburn anyway. It's the same every time. The north of Scotland, the skin is not built for anywhere outside the north of Scotland, to be honest. Ben about Beat Poker says, so gross, would fold. Yeah, well, you would say that because you can see the cards. Shout out to Ben about Beat. Dropping in. It's been a long time since I've had you in the stream. Yeah, it was an EP Open, which makes the 4-bet range even stronger. But I called for the chop because I'm a whale. Table 2, we've got King Deuce suited. Defending the big. It's gone really well. You're a god if you fold. I'm a god anyway, mate. Payoff god. God of the payoffs. I was running very well, and then the last 15 minutes or so, it's been a bit meh. Oh, I would have gone runner, nut flush. Sigh. So we've got a couple of hands left on this table. I missed the set out big blind on this table, so we're going to just see it through. Guys and girls, I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. It's been a lot of fun. As a reminder, if you're not yet playing on Coin, get signed up. Use code GAZZYB and take advantage of my promotion. There's 4 or 5 days left. If you use my code, you pay $50 in rake. Between now and the 28th of April, you'll receive a tournament ticket for the 30th of April. There's not going to be a whole lot of runners. I anticipate there'll be like 40 or 50 runners at the very most. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth are going to win $100. First place, all expenses paid to Vegas with me from anywhere in the world. Although I hope somebody from LA wins it and the flights are cheaper for me because I'm paying for this myself. Yeah, I'll take you to Vegas. We'll play the tag team event. Fuck's sake. We'll play the tag team event. We'll win it. We'll become best friends. It'll be glorious. Looking forward to that. Right, table 1, we've got ace queen. This is a 5-10 table. We've been mainly playing 2-5 all night, but right at the death, we've decided to up the stakes. I'm going to re-raise the ace-queen offsuit. My hand is strong enough to call a 4-bet. If your opponent is 4-betting hands like queen 8 suited, king 9 suited, etc., ace-queen offsuit is more than strong enough to call. I do feel like the 4-bet is coming. Nope, just going to fold. Show him the queen. Flopped a set of kings and couldn't get away from it. Could not get away from it. Right, we are done over here. So we've got 1 table left. We've got 9-3 suited on the button. I'm also putting a vlog out. So for me, it's today, but for you guys, it'll be tomorrow. High stakes bounty tournament at the WSOP Prague. Tons of fun. All in with all sorts. Every player I knock out, I win €1,000. Massive drama on the bubble. I say massive drama. I played 2 really big pots on the bubble. I shall spoil no more. 2K min cash, 140K up top. I'm going to say one spoiler. I didn't win it. You all would know if I'd won my first bracelet. But yeah, give me a little sub on YouTube as well. I'd really appreciate that because the vlog will be out later today. Or rather tomorrow for a lot of you guys watching. It's going to come out. It's 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. And it's going to be banging. Absolutely banging. Right, last couple of hands here, guys. The stream is dying a little bit. Stick with me here as we try and finish as strong as possible. Uh, 4-3 suited. Nope. I'm also going to just leave because if this player sits out next big blind, it becomes a whole thing. So I'm going to just tap the table. Right, scores on the doors. I won money. I won money. Okay, I won 2K. I'm very surprised by that. I was running very good and then got stacked a couple of times. So I'm very happy to report that I won $2,000, which I am going to go and spend in Bangkok now. So guys and girls, big thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Really appreciate it. I'll probably be back tomorrow around about this time starting the stream. Yeah, thanks very much.